Hey guys, this is it with CMC Reptiles. Want to do a quick update video on the Albino Boa. This is the female I picked up from GX3 Reptiles just about a year ago now. And when I did pick her up, she was a little bit thin. She was a surrender to GX3. And yeah, I put a lot of weight back on this female. She's eating great. Putting away maybe a large rat every 7 to 10 days. So, and she's probably grown a foot, at least a foot, since I picked her up. In the past year, maybe 5 or 6 sheds. So she's shedding constantly and she's eating really good. So basically I've been working with her, taking her outside. I mean, when I first got her, she's a little bit skittish in a way where, you know, she jerk backs a lot if she like bumps her face into something. You can see she's so I handle her quite a bit and I bring her outside, let her crawl around a little bit, put her on this chair. It's kind of perfect, acts almost like a tree, so she can kind of anchor onto something and just cruise around. She's never struck or tried to bite me, just really jittery still, which because of that, I don't feel 100% confident yet to bring this animal to a birthday party or a educational program. I'll do educational program because as long as I'm the one handling this female or, you know, another experienced snake handler, just because of the fact she is just still a little bit nervous. But I mean, she's coming along great. She's way better than she was. And you could see how much bigger she is. I did a video on this snake just about a year ago when I did pick her up. And I mean, she's just doing amazing. And for me, this is great to get her outside and just anchoring on to something like this. And allowing her just to get some exercise. It's great stimulation for the animal. Get that natural sunlight. So I try to do this at least twice a week this time of year, because of course I can't bring her out when the temps are cold. But now, I mean, we're in the mid 80s, low 90s. Right now it's about 80 degrees. I got her in some filtered sunlight so she doesn't get overheated, so she could just chill out here for an hour or so. Yeah, just a beautiful animal too. So I look forward to this girl when she's even bigger, pushing 10 feet when she gets the size of Monty, my other big boa. So this is, I do have 4 boas. I have 2 males and, counting this one, 2 females. She's the smallest of the 4, but to me she's the most stunning just because she is an albino with those, she has some oranges in her and even some reds near the tail. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's a lot of orange in her and a little bit of red here and there. So I did name her Cheddar, and she just reminds me some of those colors, like the color of cheddar cheese. Beautiful eyes. And just like I said, she's becoming just a really cool animal. And this is how I pretty much work with the other snakes. The other 3 boas I have, I did the same thing. When I first picked up Slim, he was same way. Jittery, jumpy. Jet was pretty good. Jet's just a little flighty, but I can completely trust that animal with any kid, adult holding him. So this one, again, I don't feel she would bite, but I don't want her to be nervous when she's being handled by somebody and a lot of people around and, you know, a lot of movement. And that's kind of what I do with this girl, is I basically will bring her back here And I walk her around the yard for at least 20 minutes while I'm holding her. So she gets used to that movement of walking and being handled. I'll put her in the tub. You see the tote there? I put her in that, close the lid, walk her around the yard in the tote, take her out of the tote. So she gets used to that movement, knowing she's going to be completely fine. And just doing this is actually really good for her. I want her to get to the point where she's not head shy anymore. Like I do the other boas, she's still not at that. She's not at that level yet. And I mean, you just give her that touch here, just close to the head, and she's okay. She's completely fine. And I give her that roaming time just by herself. You know, let her sit outside. Being and actually getting used to being outdoors is a big thing too for a snake that's never been outdoors. She's out in the wide open. Sometimes animals feel threatened because they're out in the open. One of my beardies does that. When you're handling him in the house, completely fine. But once you bring him outside, his mouth is open. He flares up because he feels threatened to be out in the open. And this girl, she seems to like it, so I'm not worried. I even let her crawl down on the ground. I'll spray her with the water when it's like pretty hot out. Wash her down. You can see she has a little bit of poopy on her. She just did poop, so I'll get that off. But she's doing good. I can't wait to bring her to her first program, which will probably be in a month, I want to say. Or at least one more shed, which I would imagine might be within a month. Let her shed one more time and just get her a few more of these outdoor time so she gets used to it. But I will keep you posted on this girl. I'll even do videos of her being at her first program. I mean, I took her to one not too long ago, but this is kind of how I just work with them, just to get that head touch, face touch, get her used to that where she's not jolting back. But I just love this animal. Really cool. I'll keep you posted on this girl, guys, and I'll talk to you later.